Hey guys, this is going to be another short and humorous rant from me, and this time we're going to be looking at Warhammer 40,000 and the fact that for some reason it is grossly fucked up. Now, if you don't know what Warhammer 40,000 is and what the subject we're talking about, we are talking about the Imperium of Mankind, which is one of the largest, one of the biggest, and one of the most powerful organisations in the history of sci-fi. And the largest, biggest and most powerful organisation in Warhammer 40,000. The Imperium of Man spans over millions of planets. Its population numbers in the... what comes after quintillion? I can't even spell quintillion right. We're talking about something that goes in the octillion of numbers, maybe. In terms of people, the Imperium of Man is vast. Individual planets hold hundreds of billions of people alone. There's going to be a lot of planets in this, and it's not that. It's entire planets are nothing but factories. We're talking about planets which are the size of Earth or even bigger, and there's nothing but hundreds and hundreds and thousands of thousands and thousands of factories. And speaking of factories, this is what really gets me about Warhammer 40,000. There isn't, compared to the number of planets, the number of factories, there seems to be not much stuff being produced, alright? For instance, in Warhammer 40,000, 3 super heavy tanks is considered a big number. Okay? How is 3 vehicles considered a big number? In fact, there's actually a lack of armoured personnel carriers, okay? There's a lack of tanks. There's a lack of guns, okay? This is fucking weird. So, AK-47. Kalashnikov, okay, that's a factory, okay? Produced 1949 to the present, so we're talking a little over 60 years, 75 million AK-47s alone, and 100 million Kalashnikovs of other variants. Alright? This is by a single factory, and New Vegas has suddenly decided to load. Lol. One moment, please. It just seems that the scale of Warhammer 40,000 is off. Like, for instance, the Battle of Armageddon. We're going to search this up as soon as this pissing New Vegas loads. I'm going to connect it out of it. It's way too close to my Firefox, I think. Oh, New Vegas, hurry up, please. Thank you. No, I don't know. I'll get rid of that. But yeah. Okay, and it'll cite the numbers for us. This is a still ongoing conflict. Okay. The third war for Armageddon has been stated as being the largest battle in Imperium's history. Okay? And the war for Armageddon has had 3 million guardsmen. Okay? 3 million total. Not just guardsmen. We're talking about a planet which is almost 4 times the size of Earth. The population, which numbers in the hundreds of billions, cannot for some reason number 3 million. 3 million people alone would be like a token force on that planet. Okay. But for some reason, only 3 million people took part in that battle. And we're talking a battle like the entire world. We're not talking about one single battle, we're talking about a worldwide planet confrontation. Okay? The Battle of Kursk, which happened in 1943, had a grand total of, oh look, 2.5 million men for the Soviet Union. And almost 1 million for the Germans. Okay? That is 3.5 million people in a single battle alone in World War II. Like, the fuck? What is wrong with you, Games Workshop? They have like all of these millions of planets, fucking quintillion numbers of people. Okay, this isn't just Games Workshop. For BattleTech, a faction which numbers in the hundreds of millions of people has an army that has less men than fucking France. What gives? But yeah, production numbers, okay? And people, okay? No, I know I can't spell Russian. Your squad. Actually, T-34. Actually, no. Okay, this is a single tank that was produced, okay? Where was it produced? Okay, this single vehicle, estimated numbers build 86,000 or 100,000 people. Tanks, okay? And this is not a planet scale factory, Games Workshop. This is a factory that is top view. There we go. There's the factory. 100,000 tanks in that factory in the scale of about 50 years. That is... I can't do fucking maths right now. Let's see. 100,000 divided by 50. That is 2,000 tanks a year. And it wasn't just T-55s that were being produced. It was other vehicles as well. And yet, all of those huge planet-wide Ford factories in the Imperium that that scale all over planets, okay? Just reference purposes, we as human beings have, I would like to say, less than 10% of the Earth we actually live on or have stuff over right now, okay? And from a single factory, 100,000 vehicles produced. Okay, this isn't going into all the other hundreds of different vehicles the Soviets were producing at that time. And we're talking about all that stuff coming from 6, 7, 8, 10 factories that cover maybe a city the size of London in their total. In, well, maybe less, maybe even the size of I don't know, maybe in the size of like, but yeah, it still stands that the production of Warhammer 40,000 makes no fucking sense whatsoever. It's like, hey, this millions of planets and hundreds of fucking billions of square kilometers that we've got for the factories. Yeah, they can barely produce 3 tanks a year, all of them together. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And apparently they have a lasgun shortage. Lasguns, the most easiest to produce and simple weapons in the Warhammer 40k universe, they have a lack of them. I seriously don't know what the actual fuck is wrong with Warhammer 40k, to be honest. Yes, I'm drinking a milkshake with a spoon in. It's not going as planned. So this will be this will be an ongoing series on whatever the fuck I think is wrong with Warhammer 40,000. Today we've covered scale and production. Look, I get pissed about it sometimes. I look at books and they're just like, yeah, our huge factory the size of Jupiter has produced a grand total of 100 Lehman Russes this year, and I'm just sitting there thinking, what the fuck are you doing? 100 tanks? What? the scale is just so off, it's not even funny. It's like Battletech even worse. Battletech is like, okay, so we're going to use 20,000 men and we're going to conquer the entire galaxy. We're going to fight over planets and somehow hold them with like 50 people. I'm just like, what the shit, guys? But that's Battletech. Battletech is fucked up. 40k is a little bit less fucked up, but still fucked up. We're not even going to get into how the fact the Imperium only has 1 million Space Marines. Or anything else. Actually, we'll get to that next topic. But anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you disagree with me, make a fucking comment and let's have a comment war. Let's start a flame war and scream at each other about it. I want to hear this shit.